New CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
Amy Doyle reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a Hancock man faces child pornography charges. How many counts of possession he faces and how much time he could spend in prison if he's convicted. Plus, Governor Whitmer continues her UP tour with a stop at the UP State Fair for the annual Governor's Luncheon. We spoke with her about the recently passed budget and her priorities for Upper Michigan. And a new composting program is one step closer to reality in a Marquette County community when Ishpeming residents could see curbside pickup begin. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
I hate to say it, but it felt like a late September day today, Ariane. Are we ever going to warm back up?
It definitely did, Sarah. Yes, the F word, fall. It's on the way, friends. But as Sarah was asking, I mean, check out those wicked waves we saw today on Superior out there at Presque Isle. But as Sarah was asking, yes, we should be seeing at least one more warm day coming this Saturday. We'll expect those temperatures to be in the mid 80s to even low 90s. And then another couple warm days in the weekend. Just one more warm day. Sunday will be warm too, but those temperatures tonight are going to be very chilly, especially the interior along that Wisconsin border. Today, though, a high of 65. So yeah, it was a little brisk out there. I've got your 7-day outlooks and fair forecast on the way.
Ariane, thank you very much. A Hancock man faces multiple charges after an investigation revealed he was viewing files of child sexually abusive material online. Michigan State Police arrested 21-year-old Dominic Barrett this week. He's charged with 9 counts of aggravated possession of child sexually abusive material. That's a 10-year felony. 1 count of possession of child sexually abusive material, a 4-year felony, and 10 counts of using a computer to commit a crime, a 10-year felony. He was arraigned in Houghton County District Court yesterday. His bond was set at $75,000 cash or surety. Barrett's next court appearance is set for August 28th for a probable cause hearing. Around the UP, Governor Gretchen Whitmer was in Rapid River this morning touring a manufacturing facility with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Creative Composites is a manufacturing company that creates structures using advanced composite materials like carbon fiber and Kevlar. The governor visited the facility to learn about expansions that are needed there and the possible applications that composite materials could have for Michigan's defense manufacturing industry.
People would assume that this kind of high-tech work has to be done in some of the biggest population centers around the country, and yet it's happening right here in Michigan. Michiganders doing this cutting-edge work and keeping our military safe.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more from Governor Whitmer and the Creative Composites CEO about the expansion creating jobs in the UP. It was a big day for the 4th day of the UP State Fair as Governor Whitmer made her yearly visit there. WZMQ 19's Escanaba Bureau reporter from the fairgrounds with all of those details. Lily.
Sarah, Governor Whitmer addressed her concerns and goals for the state of Michigan. I spoke with the governor one-on-one about some of the issues that are important to people here in the UP. At her community luncheon at the UP State Fair, Governor Gretchen Whitmer highlighted her 3 priorities for Michigan this year: growing the economy, housing, and education, saying she is proud of the state's 2023 budget.
We have paid down billions of dollars of debt that previous administrations had incurred. We have compiled the biggest rainy day fund in our state history, and we created a rainy day fund for education.
Whitmer says her administration has also made the biggest investment in public education in Michigan history, with more funding for transportation for rural schools, as well as free breakfast and lunch for every public school student in the state.
This is a big deal for families. This will destigmatize a free meal because everyone's going to be getting it, and it saves a family about $850 a year per student because they don't have to buy and pack lunches.
In June of 2018, the governor surveyed surveyed the Father's Day flood that caused extensive damage to Houghton and Hancock and worked quickly to declare a state of emergency. Some roads affected by the flooding have yet to be repaired, and the governor says she is still dedicated to the long process of restoring them.
While the catastrophe happened in a very short period of time, it's a longer time to get it back restored. I appreciate people's patience and want to reiterate that we're committed to making sure that we fully rebuild.
Whitmer emphasized the importance of visiting the Upper Peninsula to speak with community members and business owners about the issues that are important to them, and taking their feedback with her to Lansing.
I love the UP, and you can't love the UP without loving Upers. It informs everything from the next budget that we start writing already to the policy work that we're doing as a state. UP matters.
Also at the governor's luncheon today, she was recognized by Upper Peninsula Michigan Works for her efforts to transform the Billerud Mill here in Escanaba. We'll have more on that at 11. Sarah.
All right, Lily, thank you very much. Also at the fair today, the UP Veteran of the Year Committee celebrated this year's honoree. The title, of course, went to Jim Provost of Marquette. We had him on our Insights interview yesterday. Provost served as a Marine during the Vietnam War. He's also worked on the Marquette County Veterans Affairs Committee for 9 years, where he has helped other service members in a variety of ways, including finding housing for homeless veterans. The 2022 Vet of the Year, also a Marine, says it was a privilege to pass the title to Provost.
You're going to carry with you for the rest of your life, but to pass it on to another fellow Marine, it's just a great honor for that to happen. And Jim is an outstanding veteran and so well deserving of this award, just like all veterans.
The Veteran of the Year Committee also presented the first ever Volunteer Service Award to civilian Dennis Larson for his service to veterans with the Sons of the American Legion. Congratulations to all, and thank you all for your service. An Ishpeming organization is one step closer to offering residents an expanded composting program. The City of Ishpeming and Partridge Creek Compost received $300,000 in research grant money from the USDA to expand its existing composting program. It's allowing the Partridge Creek Compost to expand from a ½ acre to 1.75 acres this year, then doubling it to 3 acres next year. Partridge Creek says initially this will help divert solid waste from businesses in Marquette County.
Goes into the landfill. It doesn't compost. It biodegrades anaerobically, which takes tens to hundreds of years for organic matter to break down. So when we compost it and we introduce oxygen and balance our wet, heavy food waste with things like wood chips and cardboard, and it turns into a really nutrient-rich soil amendment.
Eventually, curbside pickup of compost materials will be rolled out to residents in the City of Ishpeming. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break, as well as the cover 2. Luke Chiardi has a preview of the upcoming season for NMU football, now just a couple short weeks away. And later, the first GOP primary debate of the 2024 campaign season, just days away now, but the frontrunner, Donald Trump, may not be there. Why political analysts say he may not have to be to keep his lead. We're live in Washington in about 15 minutes. We're back in 2.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Pick a lucky duck to win big bucks this August at Ojibwa Casinos. Join us for the $26,000 Pools of Cash and Free Play giveaway every Saturday from 3 to 10 p.m. If you hear your name, you'll pluck a rubber ducky from the pool. Get ready to make a splash because each lucky duck holds between $500 and $2,000 in cash or free play. Cool off with a big win playing Pools of Cash and Free Play this August at Ojibwa Casinos, Baraga and Marquette.
I'm here to play my own game.
New tonight on CBS, after a shocking elimination.
This is honestly best case scenario.
Can the MTV vets put aside their differences?
I'm not ever going to be your friend.
I don't owe anybody anything. I just got to make a move.
Or will the CBS Titans?
We need these vets out of here sooner than later.
Seize control.
Our guns are fired directly at the vets.
You're next.
The Challenge USA. New tonight at 10/9 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
I'm Nora O'Donnell, and this is the new home for CBS News in the Upper Peninsula. We'll be looking for you right here on WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Some wicked waves continuing both on Lake Superior and Lake Michigan today. Just a heads up, again, Marquette and Alger counties as well as Schoolcraft counties, those waves still a little bit dangerous out there. Stay away from the river outlets leading to the lakes as well as the piers and breakwalls and the water itself. We'll see dangerous conditions continuing into tomorrow, especially in Alger County and Marquette County. So our winds, though, we're going to calm on down just a little bit tonight. We could have some gusts, though, tomorrow and then maybe back again on Saturday. But brisk conditions, like I said earlier, that we'll expect those temperatures very chilly along that Wisconsin border tonight, maybe down to about 40 degrees. Everybody else just a little bit warmer. And then we'll have another cool day tomorrow before we see temperatures creep on back up, actually kind of skyrocket back up on Saturday. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. That gust outlook this evening, we'll still expect some gusts in the 25-30 mile an hour range, and then overnight still getting a little bit gusty, but tomorrow around 11 a.m. maybe 22 miles an hour in Marquette, then things kind of slowing down finally on by 4 p.m. So lake alert, gale warning continuing here on Lake Superior until 11 p.m. this evening. Those waves could be up to about 8 feet. So basically stay inshore if you can. So most of our precipitation seeing over there on the mitten, the lower mitten there, and then the central to east portions. A lot of these showers are going to be clearing out this evening. As you can see, a little bit of precipitation, maybe some thunderstorms here along that Schoolcraft County. So taking a look at 6 p.m. this evening, like I mentioned, those showers kind of clearing out. We could have a possible thunderstorm on the way along this Wisconsin border, but most of our Friday should be fairly clear and sunny, and then Saturday as well. We'll start with some clouds in the central portions there and then clearing out, but 4 p.m. some showers and a possible thunderstorm heading towards Iron County and then over towards Menominee County in the later evening hours there around 8 p.m. before we have another fairly dry Saturday evening. Right now our temperatures are a little bit chilly in that 60-degree range, but I will definitely take this. I don't know about you. And then music on Third going on right now until 8 p.m. Head out after the broadcast here. We'll expect those temperatures to be in the 60s, definitely cooling down this evening by about 8 o'clock as everything wraps up there on 3rd Street here in Marquette. Tonight, our lows, like I said, a little bit cooler on the interior here, especially in the west, and then everybody else in about that 50 to 55-degree range. We've got the UV index is back up for tomorrow, a level 8, so very high. You can definitely burn within 15 minutes. Make sure you're taking care of your skin and yourself. The UP State Fair looking ahead Friday and Saturday. We'll expect lots of sunshine, some nice warm temperatures. I've got your 7-day outlooks in 15.
Thank you very much, Ariane. It's time for the Cover 2. Luke Iardi is here with a look ahead to some college football. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Sarah. As the Northern Michigan football team continues to prepare for their season opener just 14 days away, first-year head coach Shane Richardson has his sights set on turning around a program itching for success. The Wildcats have not posted a winning season since 2009 when they went 6-4. And for Richardson, it all starts with establishing the culture and an identity in year one.
We want to have a great togetherness about us, and we want to make sure that we're on the same page. People believe in each other. They understand how to work together. We've put ourselves in those situations on and off the field in our training and preparation, and we want to be able to reflect that on Saturdays. We want to be extremely competitive. You know, it doesn't matter who we play against. It doesn't matter how fast they are, how big they are, what their ranking is, how many wins they have. We can control how competitive we are, and we don't have to back down from anyone. And I think if you sprinkle all that with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and you go out and you love what you do and you put some passion behind it, those are a lot of great intangibles, and I think those are kind of the words that I would talk about in terms of our identity, in terms of how we want to play the game and be seen as people watch us.
The Wildcats will have 4 non-conference games to get ready for conference play to start the season. When in Week 5, they travel to take on the reigning back-to-back Division II national champions and preseason #1, Fair State Bulldogs in Big Rapids. NMU's season kicks off exactly 2 weeks from tonight with a trip to Minnesota Duluth. For the full interview with Coach Richardson, head to foxsportsmarquette.com. And, well, you can definitely feel a bit of a changing energy around the program, Sarah.
That is for sure, and it is football season.
Feels like it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Luke. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We are talking with Ishpeming's mayor about some updates in the city. That conversation is just 2 minutes away.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order with 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
We roll 365 days a year, transporting you cleanly and comfortably. Welcome to MarkTran. Safe, efficient, and friendly service. Passengers 60 and older ride free every Wednesday. K through 12th grade students and military ride for half fare every day. MarkTran keeps you moving. The Marquette County Transit Authority.
Tonight, new questions about why no wildfire sirens sounded in Maui as officials there vow to protect landowners from opportunistic buyers, plus renewing the job market with renewable energy, and the dedication of those guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier on the CBS Evening News.
19 News was recently honored with the 2022 Best Newscast Award from the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. It motivates us to work even harder to be your voice in the community. 19 News is all about sharing local activities and events, plus information that leads to understanding, support, and unity. That's the mission of the 19 News team, and we thank you for watching.
19 News, connected to our community. Weeknights on WZMQ 19.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about, and we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today.
Please call 800-515-2812.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Tonight on Insights, we're getting another update about some things happening in the city of Ishpeming. Joining us now is Ishpeming's Mayor Jason Chapman. Thanks for coming back in, Jason.
Thanks for having me again.
All right, so let's first talk about a new program that just got some funding in the city for composting. What's that about?
Yeah, so the city of Ishpeming and Partridge Creek Farms have partnered with a USDA grant of $300,000 to provide county-wide composting, and that is the first program in Marquette County that does county-wide composting. So that's going to be environmentally friendly, and it's also going to be a service to the entire community, not just Ishpeming.
Yeah, why was that something that the city was interested in pursuing?
Well, I think the city has heard from a lot of the residents that they want composting, they want to have an environmentally friendly community, and this was just one of those programs led by Partridge Creek that has come to fruition, and they have been an amazing partner through everything that they do in Ishpeming. So this is going to alleviate up to this is going to alleviate a lot of solid waste going to the landfills, and right now approximately 60% of what goes into our landfills is solid waste that is compostable. So this is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, and we just heard from Partridge Creek a little bit earlier tonight. What are some of the things that people should be on the lookout for in the coming months and year, probably?
Yeah, so this is going to be open relatively soon, if not already, but the one thing that Ishpeming residents can look out for soon over the next coming months is that there's going to be curbside composting pickup for the city residents in Ishpeming. So that's a nice thing that we're able to partner with to do for the city residents too.
Yeah, is that something that residents should expect to pay a fee for, or will that just be picked up right along with the rest of their garbage?
That I'm not sure yet,
okay.
But I know this is something that's still a few months away from being reality, so I think there will be more information coming out soon on that.
Got it. Another big thing, the campground that was just opened up in Ishpeming just a couple weeks ago, the Brasswire Campground. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's been open a week now, and this was a true partnership and a true team effort to get this open. It was really nice to see that the City Council really supported this project. Obviously, you know, for any of this to get done, it truly is a team effort, right from the committees that they pass through to the City Council, to management in the city and our employees, the residents, and all of the partners that have helped to build the campground over there. And it's really nice. It's going to be a lot nicer in the coming years as these mature trees grow up a little more. So it's really going to be a nice place. And the campsites are $25 a night, and they can be booked at brasswire.org.
Perfect. And really quickly before we wrap up, you've got another coffee hours coming up. This one a little bit different. You've got a guest joining you this time.
Yeah, so I'm partnering this time with my new council member, Renelle Halverson, and Ed McBroom. So it's going to be really nice that Senator McBroom will be there. And it's a different day this time. It's Thursday, August 24th at 1 o'clock. And I'm thrilled to have Senator McBroom join me because I think he's probably has some wonderful updates for the residents as well. And I think it's also a good way for him to hear some of the concerns of the residents of Ishpeming too. So, and Renelle, she's hit the ground running. She's a wonderful partner on the council, and she's really trying to work hard for the residents of Ishpeming too. So this will be a really nice coffee hour. Same place, the Ishpeming Senior Center at 1 o'clock on August 24th.
All right. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me again.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after this.
Catch the new season of The Challenge USA after a brand new episode of Big Brother.
I am so excited!
I'll be a beast at this competition.
This is The Challenge USA. To win the ultimate prize, America's best will be pushed to their breaking point.
I'm not giving in to temptation, not this time.
Get your ass down here and play!
I'm winning today.
The Challenge USA after Big Brother. New tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards and give your wall a fresh update. DuraClean Interior Paint and Primer provides a washable, scrubbable, stain-resistant finish to keep your home looking clean. Get a gallon for $22.95 after rebate. High moisture areas of your home demand a different kind of paint. DuraClean Kitchen and Bath Paint is specifically formulated to protect your walls from exposure to water and humidity. Just $29.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Now more than ever, you need to know what's happening here in Washington. Decisions affecting your life by the people you set here. I'm Rachel Knapp, tracking the daily decisions by your senators and representatives. That's my job, and I report to you. Healthcare, education, the economy, taxes, jobs, all hang in the balance. Watch my reports from Capitol Hill only on WZMQ 19 News.
Jake was an accountant. I'm going to guess that you work in union negotiations.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Pictionary. Well, everybody be really nice to Jimmy. I don't care what this drawing looks like.
Weekdays at 7 on WZMQ CBS.
Your one place for everything Caribbean is on One Caribbean Television. Visit our website to subscribe and download our app. Watch One Caribbean Television anytime, anywhere, live or on demand on your TV, phone, tablet, or computer.
Next week is the first GOP primary debate. A handful of candidates have met the Republican National Committee's qualifications to participate in that debate. But one of the biggest questions is, will the Republican frontrunner Donald Trump debate? Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live on this. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening, Sarah. So far, the former president has not committed to joining some of his fellow challengers on the debate stage, but he has such a commanding lead in front of everyone trying to win that Republican nomination. Political scientists believe he really doesn't need this debate.
I think this debate is really important for a lot of those candidates who are lesser known.
Ahead of the August 23rd GOP debate, Todd Belt, a professor and director of political management at George Washington University, says well-known candidates like Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, and Mike Pence don't necessarily need this debate.
Debates help the people who are behind catch up. For people like Vivek Ramaswamy or some of the other candidates in there, it gives them a chance to really try to get their message out there and to help define their campaign to voters. And the reason that this is also very important is if we look at 2016, and you look at how almost every couple weeks there was another candidate of the week who was going to be the one who could be the alternative to Donald Trump. These candidates are trying to make it case that they are the alternative to Donald Trump and waiting around for him to fall.
Days leading up to the big debate, we still don't know if Donald Trump, who is the leading candidate according to polls, is actually going to show up.
He said he's not going to sign that loyalty pledge, which is required, and notice and that loyalty pledge for him to show up. He's actually floating ideas of doing some counter programming himself, which he's done in the past, and that might actually divide some of the attention that this debate gets.
But Belt says Trump doesn't need this debate stage to stay in the spotlight.
Because the media will follow him wherever he goes, into the courtroom or at his mugshot or whatever it's going to be for Donald Trump. So this really matters much more for the others.
And Sarah, Belt says that whether Trump shows up or not, it's important that some of those candidates who used to work for him, like Nikki Haley and Mike Pence, that they try to gently separate themselves from the former president without trying to alienate some of those important Trump voters. They say, Belt says that it's they're trying to make themselves look like a reasonable alternative to him. Sarah, back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you very much. We will continue to cool down overnight, though it will be quieter than last night. Ariane has our Friday outlook on the way next.
Escanaba and Delta County, home to beautiful beaches, Lake Michigan, lighthouses, pretty parks, and great people. It's why so many are proud to say, this is home. I'm Lily Simmons. I'll show you what's happening here every day, in your schools, your communities, and businesses, sharing what makes this area so special.
Lily Simmons reports from Delta County, weeknights at 6 and 11, only on WZMQ 19 News. Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar. Summer has arrived in the UP, and everything feels new and fresh. Now it's the best time to get inspired and get out there. Take advantage of all the events, fairs, festivals, and parades that make the UP so great. WZMQ 19 News and Weather, getting you ready for Summer Fun 2023. Live and local 19 News, weeknights at 6 and 11. For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to UpersUnited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19.
From all of us at the top, thank you for watching CBS and WZMQ 19.
Temperatures primarily in the 60s right now, but we're going to see these dip down into the 55, down to about 45, maybe down even low 40s this evening. As we've got mostly clear, cool conditions into Friday night, we'll expect temperatures about 65 to 75 tomorrow. Warmer temperatures are on the way for maybe another last boost of dog days of summer. And then that past the Olympics going on in Calumet on Saturday, we'll expect a temperature of about 84 degrees, a little bit breezy, but lots of sunshine. So many cool events going on this weekend. 7-day outlook for Escanaba. The UP State Fair ends on Saturday. Should be lovely 2 final days for that. And then we're staying nice and dry for a little bit.
Finally tonight, a summer party happening tomorrow evening in Manistee, and the whole community is invited. Limestone Federal Credit Union, Schoolcraft Tourism and Commerce, and Manistee Merchants are all co-hosting a summer street party. It takes place in Manistee's social district from 6:30 to 9:30 tomorrow. There will be a beanbag toss, live music from a local favorite, the Crossroads Band, and some new attractions.
June's Booth Bus is going to be joining us, and they do photographs. So it's like a little photo booth in a old VW restored bus. So we're super excited that we're able to get them to come over and join us this time. So just a little extra fun.